first, but it is my honor to be part of this team, and especially to be able to introduce our first presenter, Patrick Eakes. Now, yeah, go for it. He's the man. All right. Okay, Patrick is a member of the Crescent Rotary Club in Greensboro, North Carolina, USA. Am I getting the accent right?
No.
Not really. Down a little bit? All right. Let's see. Okay, Patrick's got lots of awards. You know, he's got all the pending on his shoulders and all of that kind of stuff. And he loves to set goals for his members in the district, but he should be careful. The last I heard, when his club surpassed his goal that he set, he ended up with a pie in the face. And I heard it was from a family member. But I digress. Okay. So I received this introduction from a friend of his, and I'm going to read that to you because it pretty much says everything. It's an honor to introduce someone whose leadership has never been about the spotlight, but about clearing the path so others can lead and innovate. Rotary International Director Patrick Eakes. Perhaps you could tell me that. The order of events, which I learned about this morning, we were just chatting, no questions, so you're kind of the very beginning, so I'm going to just read that, okay? When we first launched the Impact Companion Club, before it was a model, before it was a movement, Patrick, alongside Chris Jones and Audley Knight, stood up for something unproven. Patrick didn't just support the idea, he protected the space for it to grow. There were moments when the noise could have drowned out the vision, but Patrick made sure I could stay focused, shielded from distractions, and encouraged every step of the way. He's never asked for credit, never needed recognition, because his leadership shows in the success of others, and that unwavering belief in Rotary's ability to evolve and are exactly why we're all here today. Please help me welcome RI Director from Zones 33 and 34, Patrick Eakes.
Thank you, Peggy. I think we can all agree that'll be the best presentation of the afternoon, right? We should have allowed you a little bit more time. No, thank you so much, Peggy. It is a treat to be with all of you, to see a full room, so many friends in the room. I really appreciate you all being here. I do want to tell a little bit of the backstory of how we get to today's presentation, today's breakout session, and Peggy touched on some of it. I got a phone call in 2021 from our regional membership officer at the time, Audley Knight. Audley, stand up for just a quick second. And Audley, he said to me, there's this guy you need to meet. His name is Patrick Longano. He's in Lenore, North Carolina. He's only about an hour from where you live. I said, okay, I'll call him. And about 10 days later, I was talking to Audley, and he said, you haven't called Patrick yet. I said, well, that's true. So I called Patrick Longano. He told me what they were doing in Lenore, North Carolina with this new club model. Really different at the time. Something I'd never heard about. And in maybe that conversation or the second conversation, I said to Patrick, this is going to go global. This is going to go big. I even think I had a conversation with him about the fact that it's going to get so big it may get hard to control. But that would be a great thing to happen. I brought in my partner, my innovative club advocate partner, Chris Jones, who also... I'm going to introduce Chris later, and I don't want him to get 2 rounds of applause. Okay? But we were at the time involved with the Innovative Club advocate effort, which was all about trying to discover and nurture and highlight and grow new club models and new ramps into our organization in recognition that our model had largely not changed for over a century. Chris saw the same type of genius that I did, and as mentioned, we tried to do everything we could to support this Impact Club model, which has really grown into something much bigger and broader. Along the way, this effort went international, went across the U.S., really across the Rotary world, and many of you have had a chance to have touches with it. A 4-step process to creating clubs was born out of this effort. Now, that may sound obvious that there are ways, there's a recipe to bake this cake, but really not so much. It turns out that having a tried and true four-step process is key to success, not only to creating new clubs, but sustaining those new clubs. And in case you haven't figured out, when I say 4 steps, and the name of this is take the first step, that's the time. Also along the way, this effort developed an incredible amount of scale and certainly credibility, which is what brings us here today. So, I do want to mention that there is a new North American club creation team effort that really has grown from this. And when I say North American, I want you to be aware this has the full support of your senior leaders in North America. I met with all of the senior leaders who are from North America, and in this case, talking about members of the board of directors. We talked among the current directors, the directors-elect who will be directors in just a week, and the director nominees who are about a year out. And we have some of them here today. I'm going to ask them to stand. First, we have Director and Treasurer. She represents zones 30 and 31, Beth Stubbs. Who wants to go first? Oh, they pointed at each other. We have Wynn Spiller, who will very soon be directors for zones 26 and 7, which is about the western third of the U.S. And we have Brian Hall, who will succeed Beth in zones 30 and 31. Is there anybody else here in that group that's not sitting up front? Yes, okay. At the back of the room, current trustee, director nominee for zones 28 and 32, Marty Hellman. And her predecessor, Chris Etienne, certainly would be here. She's doing her own breakout session right now. She will be here in just a bit. But all of the directors, elects, and nominees are behind this effort. We recognize that in North America, we have been lagging in membership, and we are ready to do something about it. We believe that the creation of new clubs is central to that effort. It's absolutely critical. And it's not to say that we don't need to have this effort worldwide, because we do. But this North American club creation team has been formed. You'll be hearing more about that as this session goes on. My wife always says that less of me is a good thing, so I'm going to clear the stage here momentarily. But I do want to introduce the person I mentioned before, Chris Jones. Chris served as the Zone 33 Rotary Membership Coordinator immediately before me, so he likes to tell everybody he taught me everything I know, not everything he knows, but enough for me. He also was my partner. We were partners in the Innovative Club Advocate effort, and he is the vice chair of the Zones 33 to 34 Membership Action Plan, our regional action plan that addresses membership. He is about as big a membership geek as you can get, and that's why he is the next person on the stage. So Chris, the stage is all yours.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is great to be here. Patrick, what a nice presentation, a nice introduction for this event here today. I want to give you just a little bit more background to kind of tidy things up and let you know how we got to where we are here today with the North American Club Creation Team. And at about the turn of the year, Patrick Longano started working on a proposal to put forth to the North American directors and Brian King, our Director of Membership. And it was all about creating a force to go after creating these new clubs. And we presented it to the North American directors. Patrick took it forward. Patrick has been very instrumental in getting us where Patrick Eats, that is, has been very, we call him Slick Chin Patrick, as opposed to Scruffy Chin Patrick, who we'll hear from a little bit later. But anyway, we got this presentation handled, and the North American Board of Directors, as Patrick Eats mentioned, bought off on it, and we started driving forward. So in driving forward, we are now officially running, and we have already created a number of clubs under the banner of the North American Club Creation Team. I think we're up to 23 or 24 clubs at this point. So our commitment commitment to the board of directors was 250 in 2 years. Now here's the deal, if we only do 250 clubs in 2 years, they need to be looking for some new people to lead this North American Club Creation Team effort. So we're going to do a lot more than 250, I guarantee you. Patrick and I then went out and interviewed a number of professionals. And when I say professionals, I'm talking about people that have experience with opening new clubs and also experience developing business. And so we really wanted to focus on those people and bring them in. We interviewed over 50 to serve on this team, and we have about 28 that made the cut. So let me just really quickly introduce those folks. And if you're in the room, please stand up. I'm going to introduce them quickly, and I appreciate it if you hold your applause until we get through the list, because there's quite a few folks. Al DeLucia, Amelia Stansel, Becky Mosier, Bina Ahmad, Carrie Gray, Chris Jones, Dennis Cooper, Giselle Holder, Gretchen Ross, Hadi Murtada, Holly Seabury, Jennifer Owens Buey, there you go, Kelly Vaughn, Kiana Lauren Trelongo, Kristen Salazar, Laura Carey, Lise Dutrazak, Mahbub Ahmed, Marcia Scheinman, Marty Mativa, Michael Rivera, Michelle Koch, Mike Huey, Mike Gibson, Patrick Longano, Penny Wilson, Sean Sawyer, and Todd Shepard. And we also have a bunch of people that are serving on advisory committees and also focus areas for the Rotary Foundation and Public Image. So if you're wearing one of these great t-shirts today, stand up and be proud, and let's recognize all these great club creations artists. And I'm now going to turn the stage over to Amelia Stanton, who's going to come up and tell you a little story of her own. So Amelia?
Good afternoon, everyone. Gosh, look how many people are in here. This is amazing. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Amelia Stansel, the current district governor of District 7610 in Northern Virginia. Where's my 7610 people? So you guys know the story. Our district has had a membership decline that looks like this. I'm sure many of you recognize that from your own district. My own club has had a membership decline looking like this. It's a little hard, isn't it? We are all feeling this right now. So at Christmas this year, Christmas Eve, one of my club members had moved to a retirement lake community. How many of you guys have like retirement communities where people retire to in your district? Start with good places that people retire to in your district. He retired at 70 miles away from Warrenton, Virginia, and he's been driving back and forth the 70 miles every week for 7 years. 7 years he's been doing this, and he was there at Christmas, and at his Christmas Eve party, he goes, Amelia, I can't keep doing this. I don't know what to do. I want to leave my club. I don't know what to do. There's not really a club down here. What do I do? And I said, well, Frank, we've talked about starting a club down here for the last 7 years. This is our time. I said, look around the Christmas party. I said, go find your 2 movers and shakers that are here in the community. Let's go start a club. Fast forward, we just turned in last week through the new club creation team, we just turned in an application for 55 brand new members to our district. 2 are transfers. One is 70 miles away, one is over 100 miles away. Both of them have retired to this community and we're going to leave their clubs. We saved them in Rotary, and they brought 55 new friends. That's how we make this happen. So with that, I want to introduce you to my friend, Sean Sawyer. Come on up here, Sean.
Are we having fun yet? Yeah. This will bring some applause. I'm going to be brief. For those who don't know me, my name is Sean Sawyer. I'm currently the Innovative Club Advocate Team Lead for Zone 33, which means I follow Patrick Eakes and Chris Jones. And unlike Chris Jones, who taught Patrick everything he knew, Patrick Eakes has taught me absolutely nothing. However, I have developed a small set of skills along the way on my own. No thanks for my own. There's an awful lot of Rotary International staff around, and we're blessed with having some illustrious colleagues here from the senior leadership. But I want to tell you one thing before they give me the hook. This is all about asking for forgiveness and not permission. There are no rules, so that plays directly into the hands of the premise that there are no Rotary police. We are going to take full advantage of that. As you've already heard, there's a lot going to be packed into 60 minutes, so I will try to be short. Zone 33 is where all this started 5 years ago. And we haven't looked at it in 12-month segments like we're used to hearing about when it comes to membership. That you go, June 30. Oh wait, July 3rd, gotta go, oh good, June 30. No, July 1st is an arbitrary billing date when it comes to building new clubs. Your foot has got to be on the gas at all times. And that's why we're all here today. That's why you're going to enjoy the next 60 minutes as much as any other 60 you've had since you came to Calgary. Since July 1st, 2024 through May 2025, this process, with essentially only one person spearheading it, that's Strucky Chin, Patrick, is responsible for, listen to this, creating 35% of all new satellite and companion clubs in North America. Woo! And that's basically, with the help of others, one guy. Now there's this North American club creation team with 28 people. Imagine what we can do with an entire team spread across this continent with that many members. One other thing I want you to remember is this is not growth just for the sake of growth, okay? This is about meeting people where they are. People who would have already been Rotarians if the right opportunity would have been available to them. And it's about keeping Rotarians that without an alternative may not be Rotarians much longer. So what we're doing is meeting people where they are, bringing them what they want, and not trying to fit those round pegs into our existing square holes. Make sense? Can I get an amen? Amen. With that said, I want to bring up my friend, my governor, classmate, and fellow team member of North American Club Creation Team from the Rotary Club of McMurray, Pennsylvania, incidentally the same one Stephanie Yurchik comes from. My friend Al DeLucia, who's going to give you yet another example of why this will absolutely work in the exact same way you're going to hear about for every person in this room. Deal? Deal. Welcome out.
Thanks, Sean. Appreciate that. Can you get a Yahoo? Yahoo! Thank you. My name is Al DeLucia. I am an innovative club advocate for Zone 33, and I have learned everything that I know about ICA from Sean and from Patrick and from Chris and Patrick Longano, and I still have a lot to learn. But it is an incredible experience to learn how to open new pathways to membership through the Innovative Club model. I want to tell you a little bit about my club. It does happen to be the same club as our Rotary International President, Stephanie Yurchik. And back in 2022, she urged us to look at a companion club, look at a new club model. And we said, we want to form an impact club. We want to form a club that is a way for people that should be Rotarians but aren't members of our club because our club's not the right fit for them. It's not the right time. It's not the right location. It's just not the right format for them. But there are people all around us who should be Rotarians, and so we started the Impact Club. In October of 2022, we started the Impact Club with 17 new members, and it was an extremely successful launch. And what that did, and what we learned from that is three, what I think is very important things. Number one, if you give people the opportunity to join an organization like Rotary and give back to their community, they will take it. It may not be in your club. Your club could be the greatest club in the world, but it may not be the right fit for those new Rotarians. So it's not about numbers, as Sean said, it's about giving them opportunities to serve and be part of our family. Number two, we learned that having an impact club, having a companion club, and the energy that that brings strengthens your traditional clubs. Because not only did we bring on 17 new impact club members, we brought on 5 new traditional club members in the same month, because they saw the energy and the enthusiasm and the service work being done by our impact club. They came to our club and said, I want to find out about this. I want to find out what Rotary is about. And when they came to our club, that was the right fit for them. They wanted to be members of our traditional club. The third thing that we learned is that it's also a way to retain members. In our district, we had a club that was really struggling. If membership was down and they were just about to turn in their charter, we went to them and we talked to them and said, please do not turn in your charter. There's got to be a way that your members want to continue to be a part of Rotary, continue to serve their community. And we matched that struggling club up with a very successful club. They are now the impact club of the Rotary Club of Johnstown, and they are thriving. So we took 9 members who all were basically going to say, it's been a great run, but this just isn't the right fit for us anymore. And now it's a perfect fit for them with the Rotary Club of Johnstown as being their companion club. So those 3 lessons, I think, are very, very important to keep in mind, that this is a tremendous way to introduce people to the community building and to the organization of Rotary in different ways, giving them new pathways to membership. So with that, I'm going to turn this back over to the creator of the Companion Club model, Patrick Longano.
Hello. Hey guys, how's everything going? How's everybody doing? Alright, listen, you guys know I'm pretty much an informal guy. If you've ever seen me on stage before, just like you guys, we're everyday Rotarian, and we saw a problem and we wanted to fix a problem. So that's what we're here for. 6 years later, we have the most wonderful support from our directors that are allowing us to go ahead and get this done. And I just wanted to thank everybody for this opportunity. And I want to thank the team. And I told the team before, today is the day that we make history. Right here, right now, is when it's going to start. We're going to turn this thing around, and we're going to continue to keep bringing new clubs in to help support our existing clubs. But before we get into a little bit more of what you're going to get, so stay in your seats, because behind those pretty faces, except for Patrick Eaks's, sorry about that, Patrick, is something that you're going to want to have before you leave here, okay? So I'd like to introduce Steve Martin. Steve served on the membership committee last year. Actually, I'm going to let you introduce yourself. How about that? There you go, buddy.
Thank you very much, Patrick. It's probably a lot easier that way. I don't speak like the rest of these guys. Okay. I'm from England, so hold your applause. So I'm not going to ask you for a Yahoo. I'm going to ask you for a good afternoon. Thank you. Very British. Very British. My name's Steve Martin. I was a Rotary membership coordinator for 4 years in Rotary Great Britain Ireland, and a member of the Rotary International Membership Growth Committee with Taylor as well. Is that enough? Do you want me to hand over to Taylor to introduce
Yes,
yourself?
what's Taylor? Nobody knows Taylor, right?
Nobody knows Taylor.
No.
Hi everyone, I'm Taylor Huey. As Steve mentioned, I've been served on Rotary International's Membership Growth Committee for the last 3 years with some really awesome people, some of which are in the room today. I am a dual member, so I am a part of a Rotaract club and a Rotary club, and grew up a part of the Rotary family. My parents are actually here in the white hat, kind of in this section. to grow up a part of this organization, and I'm excited to be here.
All right. All right. Why don't you kick it off, Steve?
I'll kick it off. Why have we got this English guy here when this is, it's all American people, isn't it? What I want to do actually is, as I said before, I'm from Rotary Great Britain Island, and Amelia mentioned before about this decline in membership. I'm sure there's a lot of people in here that can relate to that decline in membership, whether it's their club, their district, or their zone, or whatever. Does anybody here, before we go any further, does anybody here fancy starting a new club? Show of hands. That's really good. You're going to be busy. That's really good. I did a breakout yesterday, and I asked the same question. There was only about 20 people put their hands up, and I thought, to get on. But that's a good start. And we do need to start new clubs. We do need to. So I kind of represent the people in the room here that are not from the United States. Is there anybody here not from the United States? Show of hands.
Yes.
That is really, really important. It's so important that you're here, and I'm so glad that you're here. I want to tell you just briefly a very short story about a Rotary Club. This Rotary Club could be a Rotary Club in your zone. It could be a Rotary Club in your district. Okay. This could be your Rotary Club. Going back 10 years, this Rotary Club had 52 members. They were at the height of their community. They did global projects around the world. They used the Rotary Foundation for grants. They did local service projects. Everybody knew them. They had a great social calendar as well. They were all really good friends. Everybody knew them. Everybody knew them. A great bunch of people. Fast forward 10 years to today, and there's 22 members in that club. And those 22 members, of course, are 10 years older than they were. Their average age is 72. They don't always get people to the projects because the projects that they were doing, the global grant projects and all those local community projects, have become more difficult. And because they become more difficult, Rotary's become a little bit tiresome, a little bit hard. And, you know, the club's struggling a little bit. And because they're struggling a little bit, people don't turn up, people are leaving. Can anybody in this room kind of relate to that? Yeah, a lot of yeses and a lot of hands. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why we need to think out of the box. We need new, innovative clubs. We need to offer people a whole smorgasbord of different types of clubs. Talk about cause-based clubs you know, anything really, absolutely anything you can think of. Just think outside the box. We need them. If we go through our, use our action plan, think outside the box, be flexible, engage our members. If we create more of an impact in our communities, people will come and join these clubs. And I think Amelia's example was perfect for that. Patrick, have you got anything you wanted to ask me, or should I hand over to Taylor?
No, I've got this. I really do got a question to ask you, because you asked a good question. Raise your hands if you're outside of North America. Again, it don't matter. We're going to help you too. We got you, and what we're going to have behind this thing, where you'll be able to download it, we're going to give you the resources that you need to do what you need to do. We've been doing it for 6 years right now. We've got clubs that are in Holland, Philippines, all over. In Steve's home country, even though they don't claim him, that's the reason why he's over here with us.
11, I believe now. 11.
Yeah, 11 impact clubs over there. So, but any kind of model that you want, it doesn't matter if you're in North America or not, you're going to be able to continue to keep working with us as we move down this path. Thank you, Steve. I really appreciate you. We're going to get over to Taylor. Oh, you have a question for me?
Does everybody know what an impact club is? Can we start with that?
Okay. All right, anybody know what a satellite club is? That wasn't really enthusiastic, but that's okay. I wasn't enthusiastic about a satellite club anyway. Anybody know what a companion club is? Yeah, see, that's a little bit more enthusiastic. In the immortal words of Rotary Director nominee Marty Helmich, he goes, I've got the perfect definition for a companion club. I said, what's that? She said, a satellite club, only cooler. I was like, I'm stealing that, I'm doing that, I love it. So I love it. When I first started doing the clubs, I would meet with a group of people. I'd get into what we call a step 2 now, okay? And the biggest objection that we got, the spark plug would bring the back table. Does anybody have a back table in their Rotary Club? Raise your hand. Yeah, y'all, some of you who didn't raise your hand are probably part of that back table. Okay, so they would bring the back table or anybody that was, had some questions into the meeting where we would have to overcome these objections. But the number one objection, just to get to the number one objection, as soon as I said the word satellite, as soon as I said man, they killed me. It was like, no, Bob down the street had a bad experience with that, and our club is dying, we need to build up our club. I couldn't even explain it to him. So one night I was on the call with them, and I said, it's just like a companion of your own club. And he went, okay. And I was like, bingo bango, that's what we're gonna use. So that's what we started to do. And it's kind of developed into that. A companion club is stated purpose right up front that they're going to stay with and build up, just serve a little differently, the home club. All those members count as the home club members. Now, the question on impact, which I really appreciate that. Impact is just a type of companion club. Anybody like the cause-based clubs here? Environmental clubs, raise your hand, anything. All the cause, any of those can be a companion club. Anything you dream up that your club wants to do, we can do. I wanted to do an educators club for my wife. Hey, Angie. Everybody say happy anniversary to Angie. Happy anniversary. Yeah, she's a saint, man. 29 years, it's crazy. So, but I want to do an educators club for her. But the reason why I did impact is because it provided me with the biggest pool to recruit from. Service. Service is what? Is what unites us, right? So impact is just a type of companion club, but you can have an environmental companion club, anything that you want there. Taylor, that was so nice of you. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, will you tell your perspective? Hey, real quick, I want to ask you, everybody, Taylor, she said that she was a dual member. Everybody know what a dual member is? Okay, I'm going to do a little bragging. I have been watching Taylor and her Rotary journey for a long time. Taylor started a Rotaract club at Duke University. Boo. Sorry. Go Tar Heels. Sorry about that. I think it was over 400 members that you built it up to. I mean, 400 members. She started Rotaract club. That's insane. But Taylor, what are you right now as well? Right now, at least for another 8 more days.
I'm a Rotary Club president also right now.
She's a Rotary Club president for 8 more days. Is that not cool? I love that. I love it. So, Taylor, real quick, there's a lot of people out here that don't understand what I'm talking about when I say we're all serving differently. But you've lived that. You've lived in this area and that area and have this unique perspective from there. What can you tell us about your experience about serving differently between 2 different totally seeming organizations?
Yeah, love it. So I like to say that Rotaract was kind of the first group of members that really decided to break the mold. So we're talking about all these different club styles. We have satellite clubs, companion clubs, impact clubs, cause-based. Rotaract was really the first group that decided we're going to do things differently because we need to meet our members where they are at in life. And the style of Rotary clubs at that time, this was 56 years ago now, initially in North Carolina, in Charlotte, we're not meeting the needs of the young professionals and young leaders in the community. So that's how Rotaract came to be. And just a few years ago, it was launched into an official membership type of Rotary International, so no longer a program, which is really exciting because that meant these young professionals, over I think 200,000 individuals across the world, the effort and the work and the impact that they were making in all corners of the world was being recognized by Rotary International, which has been just so phenomenal. But I think that is such an amazing example of we as Rotary need to recognize that people want to do service and want to do Rotary differently, depending on where they happen to be in life, depending on where they happen to be geographically, based on their career, based on the time that they have. Maybe they have kids and it needs to look a little bit different. And so that's where all of these different types and styles of membership come to fruition. And it's really exciting to see all these companion clubs. And I mean, we have some really incredible experts that are here today that are excited to launch all of you into step one and start you on your journey of starting a new companion or satellite or fill in the blank type of club experience. But it is really important that we recognize that everyone's coming from a different perspective. Whether you are a young professional, or you're starting a family, or maybe you are later in your career or retired. Everyone's coming from a different side.
Patrick, we need to move this on a little bit now. We need to get to the guts of it all. And this is, and I'm speaking for the rest of the world here as well, not from America. We need a little bit more information. We need a little bit more meat on the bone. How exactly, in fine detail, in about 20 minutes, do we go through this process? And I'm talking about people from North America, and I'm talking about people from across the world. Is it open to all of us? How do we do it?
It's open to everybody, Steve. I had to create a process because it got too busy. Just this year alone, I was on 1,143 calls since July 1st. And it's just absolutely nuts to do that. It's one of the reasons why the team's coming on board, because it's just gotten so out of hand. 5 years ago, when we raised a hand and said, who wants to start a companion or satellite club, man, maybe 3 hands would go up. And half the hands in here went up, and I'm so proud, absolutely proud of all the hard work that these folks did coming up and digging and keep promoting this stuff. So we're in a position right now where we're going to standardize how we do this. We have a 4-step process. People said, why don't you have a 5 or 6 or 7-step process? And I said, because when I get to step 3, I'm going, squirrel. Y'all thought that was funny, but it's half of y'all out here too. I know it for a fact. So we're gonna go through a 4-step process. It's actually 3 steps and a what?
Party.
3 steps and a party is what we call it. So, and it's very, very standardized. How many people know where to get satellite or companion club applications from? Raise your hand. How many people can get to it within 17 clicks? Aha. I tease because I love. We are going to show you exactly how we're going to standardize it right here, but I'd like to call my partner, one of my presenting partners, Laura Carey. You're Laura, come on up here real quick. Laura has been doing step 1s and 2s and 3s with me for the last 6 or 7 months, and she's been absolutely incredible. Laura, so I can sit down for a second. Can you tell the group what a step 1 is?
You're giving me a microphone.
I am giving you a microphone. What is a step 1, Laura?
Let me tell you something. A step 1 is an exciting, thrilling part of this process, because what it does is it allows you to dream up the club that fits your life. It allows you to get people that have the same thought process in service and whatever you want. That's a step 1. And we make it happen because we listen to you and we find out, what is your dream? What do you want to accomplish? What would you like that Rotary Club to look like?
Laura, you've been presenting with me too long. You're using your hands like
I know.
It's crazy. Hey guys, I love it. Step 1, guys, we're going to do it together. We're going to sit down and you're going to tell me about your club. I don't care if we go to step 2. I at least got to hear about your club. I want to hear about your club. I want you to tell me where you were, where you are, and where you want to be. And then we're going to design a program specifically for you. The steps are all the same, but what you want is different and customizable. Okay? That's what a step 1 is. Everybody know I already told you about a step 2, right? Step 2 is when the back table comes. That's right. We get to overcome objections. Step 3, what do we do in step 3?
We teach you how to recruit, where to find those people. And we go through ways that can make it work for you and your club. Now, wait a minute, I'm going to go back to step 2.
Okay.
You mean there are people that sit at the back table and don't want change? What's that?
Guys, I will promise you this. If you guys are on any kind of steps with me at all, you never hear me say the C word. What was the C word? Don't say it. That's right. The process does that for you. The process does that for you. You just won the war without firing the first shot, guys. Follow the process, and you never have to walk in and say change. I'm going to tell you, I went in my 3rd speech that I ever gave. I was sweating through my shirt, and I thought I did the most outstanding job. And this guy stood up and he goes, "Come here," like this. And I was like, this guy's going to tell me how awesome I am. So I walked over to him, and he pulls the chair out like this, and he goes, and I said, "Okay, here we go." He goes, "I know I'm not supposed to feel this way, but every time somebody comes in this room and tells me that we have to change, I always say, I must have been doing it wrong for the last 42 years. That is absolutely not the fact. There are people in here. How many people have been in here in Rotary over 20 years? How many over 30 years? 40. Guys, I promise you, this does nothing but expand on what you guys are doing. We're standing on the shoulders of giants, and what we do with you guys, I promise you, everything is honoring the home club as we go there. So that's the step 2 that we do. Step 3, we get in, and I'm going to have to hurry up as we get through here because they want to see what's behind here. On step 3, we start working with you in how to train and how to recruit. How many people feel comfortable walking up to somebody and asking them to join Rotary? Raise your hand. Wow, that's fantastic. I need you guys on the team. I love that. No, that's great. A lot of your club members don't. Have you ever heard everybody needs an elevator speech? No, they don't. Think of your club. How many of those people would you really want? Talking to it. I heard the laughter out here. I heard it. You know the old 80-20 rule. There are 20% of the people going to recruit 80% of your people. Those people are usually comfortable talking to mannequins about Rotary membership. Like me. And I've done that before. So we take an iron sharpens iron, guys. In step 3, we're doing it with you. We're helping you get the members that you need to start your companion club, your Rotary club. Anything that you want to do, that's where we're doing it. That's where the rubber meets the paper, something like that.
You know, but how many of you want to fill out the paperwork? How many? Do you love filling out paperwork? Now, Beth, I saw that. Now, wait a minute. I saw that. So, what if you don't want to fill out paperwork? Patrick, what do they do now?
Well, part of the process is that we do this whole thing with you. Everybody wants a friend, right? Everybody wants a friend. Who feels comfortable going back right now and starting a club? Some of you. Who would love to have somebody walk with them through the entire process and help them on their level with what they dream for the club? Raise your hands. Make some noise. That's exactly right. That's what we do. That includes putting in place the exact documents that you need, filling them out for you, sending them electronically, people, and not by fax. To be signed and straight to club and district support. They love us. We love them. Rotary staff, I'm going to tell you this right now, Rotary staff, guys, they're not the butt of jokes, and I've been guilty of it myself. Rotary staff are the real deal. The RMOs, if you haven't met yours, get to know them. They are a powerful source of inspiration and help and they will drive your club forward. I promise you that. Club and district support, the same thing, guys. So anyway, getting back to the other thing, give a round of applause for the Rotary staff. They are amazing at CES. Thank you. Now, getting back to there, we do all the paperwork for you. So if we help you recruit, we help you get over the back table issues that you might have, and we do the paperwork for you, what reason do you have for not following the dream for your club? What reason? None. Zero. We are at 314, Lauren.
But will we have fun doing it? Will you guarantee they'll all have fun doing this process?
As long as they don't get Chris Jones in a step 2. Or golden. He's like this, right there. No, it's fantastic.
So you're telling us, and you're telling everybody in here, that we have 4 steps,
Yep.
not 6, not 8, not 12.
Yep.
They're going to have a good time.
Yep.
They're going to be able to imagine and dream up the perfect club for them,
Yep.
and building your imprint on your community and your partner club. And then you're going to tell me you're going to help them, or we are going to help them make that club happy, because we're going to answer all of their questions.
All in one spot. I love it. But who wouldn't? Al, stand up.
There he is.
Guys, this guy right here, Al. Everybody give Al a round of applause. Al. That whole group over there, every time that I talk to them, I learn something new. But this guy right here, that guy right there, Sean Sawyer, Chris Jones, everybody that's sitting over there, they know way more than I know on membership. They do. And you'll be lucky when you get to be with them. This is the first and only cadre that's ever been done on membership in Rotary history. Today starts now, right now. And this is what we're gonna do. Can you figure out how to turn the next thing? Yeah.
Just hit it.
Yeah, y'all ready for this? This is so much fun. Don't break it. Did it work? Oh my gosh, Laura broke it.
It's back.
Okay, let's see.
I'm not allowed to touch
You're not
this.
allowed to touch this.
No, I'm not.
Let's go ahead and see. Did you go sideways? Look at this.
There you go.
I mean, we need a round of applause here, guys. This is the first app for club creation. This makes sure everything is done uniformly. It has, gosh, I'm so excited about this. This is crazy. All right, so we've got the app right here. All right, it's so awesome, I had to split it in 2. All right, Philip is the person that we're doing. They can track their steps all the way across the top. When you first download this app, you're gonna have access to step 1. It's a conversation and consultation. You're gonna get and meet with one of our team members here, and they're gonna find out exactly what you dream. If you want a Rotary Club, we select Rotary Club, and all the necessary forms for that Rotary Club get dropped in the back end of this app. So as you're going along in the process, it fills it out for you.
What's the name of the app?
I'll give it to you in a second. I want all eyes up here. Second step, you will be promoted. Do we have any DGs and DGEs and DGNs and DGMDs? How about if I were to tell you that when your club signs up and does this, when your club signs up, it will notify you as they progress through the steps. How would you like that? Fantastic. So when we get into step 2, behind step 2 here, besides the necessary forms, you might need bylaws. You might need sample bylaws, right? There's a million things that you might need. It's in there for the exact type of club that you want. Okay? Step 3, creating and coaching. As soon as you get to here, and we start talking about bucketing, we start talking about recruitment, guys, it's easy to do. The average number of members for a companion club is 14.2 members. The average days it takes once they get into step 3 and learn how to do it, to get those members, is 23 days. 23 days. What's the minimum? The minimum, how many people know what a satellite club minimum is? 8. Guys, you can do 12, you can do 15. With this process, just trust in the process, okay? In step 3, Marty, since you love to ask questions, what's this saying right here in the orange? Send application. Okay, so I'm sitting here talking with my friend Andrew, and he just knew I was going to call on him. Right? I'm sitting here talking, and he says, Patrick, any club that you're starting, I want to be a part of. Hold on a second. I'm going to run back to my club, grab my secretary, tell her I've got a prospect, and she's going to say, I'll get some paperwork and I'll bring it at the next meeting. And then I'll bring it to you. And then you're going to bring it to him. And then half the people in this room have died by the time we get back. I mean, it's the craziest thing in the world. So I'm looking at Andrew and I'm like, hey, Andrew, how you doing? First name, last name, email, phone number. Bam! You have the application right there on your phone. I'm sorry, Chris Jones. Invitation to join. You fill it, it automatically logs them in here in the prospect. And as soon as you fill it out and return it, you know where it goes? It actually goes on the spreadsheet for Rotary International. It automatically fills it in there. So you already have the information. You can message your team member in between. Oh my God, the back table people ask me one more question and then I don't know what to tell them. What do I do? Boom. In-app messaging with push notification. And the piece de resistance, the second thing right there, book my next step. You gotta keep walking. Everybody says you do all this stuff for the clubs. What skin in the game do they have, right? You're doing it all. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Every club that's done this has pushed the button 4 times. They've said, I want this, I'm tired of this, I want this for my club. That's what they're saying. And that's the only commitment that I need from them, right there. So we're gonna go ahead. It is 3:21. I know that there's probably a bunch of questions. I'll take one and then we'll send everybody else to Patrick Geeks. That's my buddy. Actually, what's going to happen, I'm going to put up on the screen. Now, somebody asked me, is it going to crash? And I called my developer and he said, it's Google, so maybe. This is not tied to anything. This is a perfectly siloed thing. It's not tied to Club Rotary, it's not tied to DACDB, it's not tied to any of your member management. This is purely a club creation app. What do you think, guys? Do you think it looks good? Does anybody want to download it? Good. Then I don't have to talk to you anymore. No, I'm just joking. All right. Can you switch it? All right. For those people in the back who are tough to see, you've got Android on the right. How many Android people we got in here? Oh, my kind of people. How many iPhone people we got in here? Crazy. No, crazy. All right. You guys go ahead and get that done right there. I'm going to take our team. Our team, give it up for our team. Woo! That was weak, man. These guys are putting in the hours for you guys. Give it up for the team. Woo! And we got a team over there, but they're over on the side, so we're good. They're going to go ahead and get along the walls. If you guys have any questions other than these first 2 or 3, who's got a question? Who's got a question? Nobody got a question?
They're downloading.
What?
Dues.
Ah! The money! I I gotta put on my jacket like I'm a Baptist preacher or something. Here we go. Guys, 7.12 seconds or 7.12 minutes. I get the question about money. It's up to you. It's up to you. We meet with you guys. Every club is autonomous. We meet with you to decide and help gather the information that you need to make a decision on dues. It's not all one size fits all on that, because you get to do what you guys want to do as a club. We just help facilitate discussions and give you best practices on that. How many meetings have you been to this week where they just talk at you and tell you what they've done? We're doing it right now with you guys. Download the app, book a first step, and we'll take care of you. Second question.
Patrick, hold on. So who can download this app? Just anybody?
Anybody ready? You did it! My man. All right, and what other questions we got? How much is the app? How you built it, you know? It's $0. This whole service is, as I like to call it, free 99. Free 99. Any questions? Yeah. All right, fantastic. Dave's gonna ask a question, and then we're gonna be right over here. Everybody with a gray shirt's gonna line up along these black walls. They will answer any questions that you have, because they're about to kick us out. Now listen, if they turn out the lights, do what we did in Melbourne. Revolt. I didn't say that, man. Sorry.
Yeah, we are at the stage of assigning members to the companion club. Is there classification in Rotary structure for it? If you understand.
Yes, absolutely, and it's built right into the app. You'll be good to go on there.
On the club listing for dues at the end of June 30th?
Oh no, are you talking about collecting dues?
No, I'm talking about for RI to recognize as a companion club member versus a host club member.
Absolutely, it just goes straight on in. Rotary International, doesn't matter if you're a companion club member or a regular club member or a traditional club, Rotary International all looks at them as same members of the club when they pull your roster for dues. All right, guys.
Patrick, we've got a question back here.
Okay, what do we got?
As first-time users, do they need to establish a new login set of credentials, or
Yes.
is it something that already exists?
Create an account. All you gotta do is create an account. Who else we got? Yes, sir.
Hey, Patrick, I
Hey,
have
buddy.
a question for you when I sign in the hallway. We have a club that we sponsored 25 years ago. They don't have a whole lot of memberships, but
Yes,
they
sir.
got money, so we like them. They don't have the young group that we're going after, because we have a young group that's going to start up real soon here. They wanted to know, could they partner with us for a companion club?
I would think that would be absolutely wonderful. Book a first step and we will walk you through it. All right, guys, I think we got time for two more. What else we got? And then I'm gonna come right to you, sir. Right next to Jackie. Hey, sir, how are you?
What about the European clubs?
Good question. What's the amount of European clubs? We have one in Holland.
What about?
And that's pretty much it.
What about?
Because the app tells us it's only North America.
What about the European
Oh,
clubs?
you can download the app.
Yes, I did.
Yep, and you can go ahead and book your first step, and we will work with you on that.
Perfect, thank you.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter if you're outside of North America. If you need help, we will get you help, and we'll walk right through it. Sir, we got to go right here, but then I got to go right here. Yep.
Do you have contact information for the tech support help for this app?
Absolutely. If you download the app and do your thing, you can go ahead and message. The first messages will come to me. If you're having a problem downloading the app in any shape or form, you got to go. Right here? Yes, sir.
Is there an age limit on members of the companion club?
18 years old. 18 years old. All right, everybody, if you got any additional questions, go to the side, see anybody in a gray